The Case of the Missing Butter Cow, a 16-minute animated mystery comedy for all ages by Tony Lynn White. Every August, the Illinois State Fair came alive with the smell of funnel cakes, the sound of banjos and barn animals, and the biggest tradition of all, the butter cow. 200 pounds of sculpted dairy, glorious, majestic, and legendary. But this year, something went terribly wrong. 12-year-old Jamie, a sharp-eyed sleuth with a trusty magnifying glass and a well-worn notebook, had dreamed of seeing the butter cow in person. It was her mission, her obsession, her bucket list item. Her best friend Max, who knew everything about livestock, tagged along with endless facts and an appetite for adventure. "Did you know cows can sleep while standing?" Max asked as they wandered through the fairgrounds. "Wish I could do that during math." Following them at a waddling trot was Rascal, a scrappy raccoon who lived behind the lemonade stand and had a reputation for stealing hot dog sand hearts. The day before the fair opened, the dairy barn buzzed with excitement. Fran, the fair manager, threw open the cooler doors with a grand sweep of her arm and shouted, "Behold, the butter cow!" Cameras flashed, the crowd cheered, and Jamie grinned from ear to ear. But by sunrise, the joy had melted into mayhem. The butter cow was gone. All that remained was an empty display case, a greasy trail of butter footprints, and a very distressed Fran. "She's gone? Gone?" Fran hollered. "Without her, the fair's ruined." Jamie's detective instincts kicked in immediately. She wasn't about to let the biggest event of the year fall apart. "Max, Rascal, we're solving this," she said. Max raised an eyebrow. "Are we getting paid in corn dogs?" They started their investigation by interviewing everyone from the popcorn vendor to the pig race announcer. Most were clueless. One vendor claimed, "I saw shadows, big ones, moo-like. Could have been dancers or something stranger." Next, Jamie turned to the animals. "Okay, goats," she said. "Spill it. You see anything strange?" A particularly grumpy goat, chewing on a paper napkin, replied, "Strange? This whole fair's strange." "That goat has attitude," Max muttered. As the mystery deepened, Rascal snuck off and returned with a clue, a golden spoon, half buried in a hay bale. Why would someone bring a golden spoon to a dairy barn? Jamie wondered aloud. Maybe they were planning to eat it. Max shrugged. Their next break came when Rascal scampered into a forgotten maintenance tunnel under the barn. Jamie and Max followed, flashlights in hand, hearts pounding. The tunnel felt like a secret lair, a very weird snack bar. The trail of greasy footprints led to a dark corner. When Jamie flicked on her flashlight, they gasped. Standing there, in the middle of the mess, was Mildred, the prize dairy cow. She was covered in butter from head to hoof. "Mildred?" Jamie exclaimed. "Did you eat the butter cow?" Mildred gave a soft moo, her face full of innocent guilt. "Guess she thought it was a butter sculpture of herself," Max said. Case closed, but the fair still needed a butter cow, and fast. Fran was in full panic mode. "There's no time to carve a new one. What if we all helped?" Jamie suggested. In a burst of community spirit, sculptors, chefs, kids, and cows came together. They held a butter sculpting bonanza right there in the dairy barn. Butter flew, carving tools buzzed, and laughter echoed off the walls. Even Rascal got involved, though mostly to sample the goods. "Stop licking the sculpture, Rascal," Max scolded. By sunrise, a new butter cow stood proudly on display. It was twice the size, twice the charm, and entirely crowdsourced. Fran's eyes welled with tears. "She's beautiful." The ribbon-cutting ceremony went off without a hitch. The crowd roared, and Jamie, Max, and Rascal were hailed as heroes, the Moo Crew who had saved the fair. "Next mystery?" Jamie grinned. "Who keeps replacing the lemonade with pickle juice?" Rascal, munching on a stolen corn dog, just chittered happily. From funnel cakes to Ferris wheels and one unforgettable cow, the Illinois State Fair would never be the same. Presented by Kind Kits, where kindness is always in season. And somewhere in the background, Rascal danced to the music, tail wagging, ready for the next adventure.